See me okay? Welcome to the newly named It Feels Like a Pickle All Outdoors live stream here on the DG Outdoors channel. We're just going to talk about random stuff, about how that saying came about, all that kind of stuff, and how I'm kind of rebranding the channel a little bit here. Got my Bible out, so we're going to do some talking. This is actually the NIV Outdoorsman's Bible, and it's in a lost candle print. And as you guys can tell, hey Ali G, hey Mike, I won't take this thing out in the woods with me because you don't want to lose it, right? I also have a firefighter Bible too that one time I'll talk about. I don't normally read the Bible on lives, but I'm going to today. And at the end of this live stream, we're going to listen to a special song because hit me in my feel goods earlier, because I've been listening to a lot of Christian music the last couple of days. So I just went and saw I Can Only Imagine 2, the movie about Mercy Me, and great movie, by the way. I saw it in theaters. So if you guys haven't seen the first I Can Only Imagine, about the lead singer from Mercy Me and his story growing up, then I would say go watch that. And then if you guys get a chance to go see I Can Only Imagine 2, great movie. Lately, I hear people say how they're scared to start their YouTube channel, how they don't want to do a channel with their face because, they may be, scared to be in front of the camera. Things like that. And I have a life verse, and it's hanging above my refrigerator over there. I have a magnet on the refrigerator that says that. And it's Jeremiah 29:11. And now I'm going to have to find Jeremiah because I'm trying to remember where the book's at. So 647. Okay. 647. Okay. So Jeremiah 29:11 is what I call, yes, all the cool kids are here, my life verse. Okay? And what Jeremiah 29:11 says, all right, here we go. One more chapter over and we'll be there. Jeremiah 29, verse 11. Okay, where is it at? For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. But to go on in verse 12, it says, Then you will call on me, and I will come, and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me, and you will find me with all your heart. I will be found by you, declares the Lord. So that was 11 through 14. I like those tabs that help pick a page. So this one is not. But God's got a plan for your life. Okay? And, the Bible says with faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And you got to have faith in yourself. You can't be scared. God said he did not give us a spirit of fear. Okay, and that one's hard for me because I have anxiety. It also said not to worry. It said, do not worry about today because, or do not worry about tomorrow because today has enough problems of its own, basically. The Bible says, and if I could find that, I would read it. But I just wanted to say that God's got a plan for your life no matter what. He doesn't want to harm you. He wants you to prosper. And that could be in life, in your YouTube channel, everything. It's called a new creation. Exactly. Well, thank you. So, what I've been dealing with personally with my YouTube channel, and this happened more, like lately I've gotten back into content creation, which is great, because I'm back in my routine. I'm doing all the videos. I've got tomorrow night's video is going to be a cooking with DG and May May video where we make homemade pizzas on 0 net carb tortilla shells. But what I was struggling with over the last couple months was lack of motivation. I cared too much about what people would think on YouTube about my videos than actually just making the videos. And Laura, you referenced the mustard seed a while back. Exactly. Do you guys know that a mustard seed, when I was a teenager in youth group, they talked about the mustard seed. Okay? And they tried to... Alright, how am I trying to say this? They grafted the mustard seed. They were going to try to splice it with something else to make a hybrid, whatever. And the mustard seed was one of those seeds that wouldn't take whatever they were trying to mix it with, so they couldn't make a hybrid something to like graft it or make it different, I guess. Which tells you something. Plus, a mustard seed is super, 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 super small. And personally, I started praying before every video. Last year and the year before. I started praying on camera, on videos. Then I got my first deer. Okay? It took me 17 years to get my first deer, which is crazy. And 2023, I finally harvested a deer. But I didn't give up. There was a lot of times where I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, we're talking about the Bible here. We're talking about my faith and journey through YouTube, I guess is where this is going. So, okay. Can you guys knock out some of these trolls, please? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Thank you, Junkyard. I appreciate it. Did the movie inspire me tonight? So, the movie was really, really good. The second movie is based more on later in Mercy Me's journey, the Christian band, a song called Even If, and that was their second highest, best song, I guess, other than I Can Only Imagine, the original song that started Mercy Me's career. But I've been listening to a lot more Christian music, so growing up, the first album, I'll get back to let me get back to the prayer thing first. I started putting Bible verses in my videos and praying to God to bless me on my hunting and fishing trips, okay? And there was lakes that I've only ever caught one fish in, like Spring Mill Lake or what was the other one? The lake at Shoals. Now I can't remember the name of it. I called it Education Lake, but it wasn't called Education Lake. I've been deep in my Bible for days. Good to hear you as well. Yeah, and I'll get into this. And I'd be fishing for 3 hours, never catch anything, say a prayer, boom, fish on the line. Here, I've got the first fish out of this lake. I'd go squirrel hunting. I'd say a prayer. God would bless me with a squirrel. It's just, prayer works. Okay? The Bible says, ask and you shall receive, right? God said, test me. That is the one thing that he tells you to test him on. He said, call me out. He said, pray and see if I don't answer it. Okay? And prayer works. But what I was getting at before with the deer hunting story and all this stuff was, I didn't give up, and I don't think you guys should give up either on things. I think you should have faith. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. You know? And I had made a reference to somebody the other day, and I can't remember who I was talking to, but that movie Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner, you know, they say that saying, if you build it, they will come. Here's the thing about starting a YouTube channel for anybody. No one knows who you are when you first start. You're a small fish in a really big pond, and you kind of have to prove yourself. Okay? But the music that I was listening to today is the band Third Day. Okay? I listened to an interview with the band Third Day, the Christian band. And the interview from Mac Powell about how Third Day was doing music for about 5 years in the Christian music industry before they really got recognized and people started knowing who they are. And that's a good testament to slow growth, okay? And it kind of inspired me a little bit because I've been doing this YouTube thing for 7 years. And guys, I am 2 away from 3,300 subscribers right now. Okay? And like I always said, I've got a small channel. I've been doing this for a while. But I'm starting to realize that my growth, my journey, okay? And it may be the fact that things are going to start picking up for me really, really quickly. And thank you, Sally. That some people can't handle growth super fast and be okay with it. Like, I'm learning to that slow growth for my channel is okay. Because it's my journey, my story, my thing. But things are just now starting to pick up too. A matter of fact, one of the Bagel Thin Breakfast with Daniel videos, the Thomas Bagel Thins have already got 100 views on that bagel video, which is cool for me doing a food review, which is outside my niche, but I'm building it into it. Yeah, so that brings up this point here. Like, thank you. Thanks, Sally. Thanks, Allie G. 14 people and 7 likes, so we're doing good. 9 likes now. Thanks, guys. I'm going to keep doing the breakfast with Daniel. I like it because it gets me up in the morning. I make breakfast. I do my keto-friendly stuff with peanut butter, sugar-free jelly, whatever. And it gives me content to do. New line of content. Okay? Which is good. But it's also helping me. You guys are holding me accountable for what I'm doing as far as my diabetic journey. Okay? Everybody I've called. I've got 4 of you guys on speed dial. And y'all know who you are. Because I messaged you before, like, early this morning and said, my live stream is, thank you, that my live stream is going to be on at 7 because I didn't want people going, well, where are you at? And I'm like, I went to the movies. And in that, I can only imagine, too, the lead singer, Mercy Me's son, dealt with type 1 diabetes, and it's all about, you know, how his son had to deal with being responsible and taking your insulin and your medicine and having a fear of needles and all that kind of stuff. That was a lot of my issues. Was I hate pain, I hate needles, I was stubborn, I didn't want anybody to tell me what to do. And it took 10 years for me to finally go, wake up, do what you're supposed to do, because it's going to kill me at some point. Right? So, yeah. So, the breakfast things are going to go on. The cooking with DG and May May videos are definitely going to go on, because we're going to make little pizzas tomorrow night. And I'm going to keep doing the fishing videos. Okay, so I had a blast the other day hanging out with my little nieces and nephews. That is right. At Sally had your back this morning on the sunrise with Sally. Yes, Sally, and I appreciate it. I'm sorry I missed that part. Your live streams come on right when I'm getting up to get up for work, and I have to clock in by 8 o'clock. So sometimes I remember they're on, sometimes I don't. I try to jump in. It feels weird to me to watch some YouTube replays because I don't have that same connection. I'm not there watching you play with the puppies and hang out or clip on your glasses, just things like that. And what was I talking about earlier? The motivation with the YouTube videos earlier. My ADHD's up and down right now. Your handyman stole your farming blade. Well, I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry. Okay, motivation. Let's talk about it. I've done YouTube for 7 years, but I still feel like sometimes that why am I going to make a certain video? Is it a stupid idea? Or I lack motivation. It's like, do I really want to do another fishing lure review? Like that kind of thing. Like I have a whole thing of fishing lures over here, but I'm like, what if I don't fish this right? Or what if I don't do that right? Or what if I mess it up? And it all gets in my head. Okay? Or I wonder why sometimes. And so I'm like, oh, I'll start the video at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock comes. Like, oh, I don't feel bad. I'll start it in 30 minutes. 30 minutes comes, and then I don't do it. And then it's 9 o'clock at night, and I'm definitely not doing a video at 9 o'clock. CL says, I like breakfast videos. The real reason oatmeal every day because I know I won't need to test my sugar. Exactly. Attack. No. You cannot be a moderator on my channel right now. You're new. I don't even know who you are. So until you're in here for a while, and I kind of see what kind of person you are through the comments, how you engage, then I will make that decision. So you're going to have to show up to more live streams if you want to be a mod there. So everything still gets in my head, and sometimes I wonder if I'm still good enough to do this thing, And I'm not saying I want to quit. And sorry, Attack, I'm just being honest here. I'm just saying I'm human like everybody else. But there's people that have been doing it for 6 months to a year and they're not seeing the growth that they want to see. So they're like, oh, I'm going to give up on this thing. It takes time. And I love doing it. That's the thing. But it's just, how it goes. But I know God has a purpose for this channel because when I was sitting at 28 subscribers, I remember praying to God. I said, if you want this channel to go somewhere, make it grow. Help it grow. Okay? And hi, Finding Joy. How are you? Thank you. And so now I'm sitting at 2 away from 3,300 subscribers, which blew my mind because I like to do it as well. Yeah. And what am I saying? I don't know. You guys got any questions or anything? My ADHD just kicked in. My brain went burr. Is this thing, am I doing okay on this thing? I mean, I'm getting deep into some things, but my channel has a purpose, and so does every single one of you guys. There's a song by Stephen Curtis Chapman called The Great Adventure. It came out in 1994. And it's a really fun song. And thank you. It's a really fun song. It's like, saddle up your horses, we got a trail to blaze, through the wild blue yonder of God's amazing grace. And it's talking about getting out there and being on an adventure and going to explore places. And I feel like, hey Hayden, I feel like that song I kept listening today on repeat over and over and over again. Check it out. It's a fun song. Make you dance a little bit. We may actually play that song at the end before I want to play the song that I literally started crying at work to the other day because it. Do you follow Jesus and the Lord Christ? I won't judge you if you don't. I don't judge. Also, you're an amazing singer. Thank you. Yes, I do. I do. Matter of fact, we were just reading the Bible here, and I talked about Jeremiah 29:11, which is my life verse, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, the plans to bring you a hope and a future." Right? And I do sing good. So we'll play The Great Adventure because it kind of reminds me about all these outdoor YouTube channels that I watch, all you guys together, whether it's fishing, hiking, motivational walking channels, and everything. I wonder what Audio Adrenaline is doing right now. I don't know. Okay, so my favorite Christian artist. We'll go through here. I like Mercy Me. I like Casting Crowns. I really like Casting Crowns' first album. I like Johnny Camp. Okay. Cutlass. There's a Christian band called Cutlass. Trying to think who else. Building 429. And there's a song called Me and Jesus, I think is by the Sidewalk Prophets. So, Forrest Frank. I don't know who that is. Hey, Brian, my buddy from our Ranch Airgun Fun Channel is here. Man, we're talking about the Lord and Christian music. I just went and saw I Can Only Imagine 2 in theaters. Is Creed still out there? So, I like some Creed, but yeah, dude, I'm feeling good. I'm still waiting on my insulin to come in. The fast acting insulin is ready. I just haven't picked it up yet because my long acting is sorry, I'm gonna get a drink. My long acting isn't ready. They want to get me the Dexcom G7 thing that goes right here on your arm, but my insurance company wanted me to pay $203 a month, but it also needed prior authorization, so my doctor put that in, and it might not be approved for about 2 more weeks, which is fine because I have a pharmacist appointment next Thursday at 8 a.m. So if something can work or the doctor doesn't figure it out, then maybe I can get like Libra Freestyle or something. I don't know. It's all insurance-based stuff. I had to pay $600 worth of my stuff for my son's insulin. He cannot afford it. So luckily, my fast acting is $35 a month for a 30-day supply. And I'm guessing that the short acting is going to be the same thing, or I can get a 90-day supply for $105. I have Anthem insurance. And that's the thing I hate about insurance companies, and I'm just going to be honest here. If it's something you need to make you better, they don't want you to have it because they're not going to make really any money, right? I don't know if any of you guys have watched the Saw movies before, and I used to watch all of them. I don't have them anymore. But the one thing in the Saw movies with Jigsaw was he went after some of the people in the insurance companies because they didn't want to give him the money that he needed to get this special medicine for his cancer, and then he went and killed everybody to get back at the insurance companies because it's the truth. Sometimes if you call the manufacturer, you can get a discount if you're real pushy to talk to who's in charge. So I do have a coupon card from Eli Lilly that makes my fast acting, so I could get that for $35, I think. I did that with Lilly. Yeah. Yep. Pharmaceuticals, man. It can be so difficult to get the for some. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. So,